Yes, you're listening to White Rock Reporter Radio. I'm Johan Sandström, I'm your host, and on board we have Mr. Age from the Philippines. And we are going to try some English and some Swedish maybe. And I hope he is with me here. I'm just going to take down the music a little and wish you welcome this beautiful 9:52 p.m. at 12th of December 2012. Are you there, Lars?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm so glad you're there. We have a good connection. We tried 4 times. And now we are on board here, and the opportunity is obviously to ventilate what can be ventilated. And it's pretty close to Christmas, and everything is ship shape, and you are doing well, I take?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Okay, you are doing well, I say.
Yeah, I'm pretty good shape here.
Okay.
Rise and shine every day, and newly taking a shower. I'm fit for fight.
You're fit for fight, yeah. I understand that you get breakfast by the bedside too.
Yeah.
You are living like a spoiled Swede abroad.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. And I'm not even ashamed to say it.
No.
It's just wonderful to live a life like this, and I feel very happy to be able to do it.
It is quite interesting what a change of environment. You have been away for about 4 years now?
Just 3 years yet.
Okay, there we are. You had a few things you wanted to tell us. You had some views on these beautiful countrymen of ours. I'm not ashamed to say I'm actually a Swede as well, and I'm a Canadian by choice, which is a privilege. Absolutely. It's great to do this radio show, and it's interesting to listen to the listeners what they have to talk about. I think that you should basically tell me a little about your impression of the contacts you have had with Sweden, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I can do that. I must say I feel a little bit scared about what is happening in my country, Sweden, today. Since I got here 2 years ago, I've seen that there has been a big change in people. Maybe also in the country, but that I don't know because I'm here in the Philippines. But when it comes to people, they have changed dramatically, I would say. Of course, it can be also me that have been changing, right? So actually, I don't know if it's me who is changing or if it's the people back home that is changing. But in my mind, I feel that I'm the same guy. So in my mind, I think it is the Swedish population that is changing.
Oh, well, that's interesting. There is something evolving around the whole thing, I guess. Is that a
what actually happened is that people seem to be totally apathic. They really don't care about anything anymore. That can also be because of me. Maybe I'm not a popular guy amongst my friends anymore, I don't know. Well, maybe they just envy me because I can live a good life here. And maybe that's their way to show their envy. I don't know, actually.
Well, I can tell you,
if
I may say something, I think that envy is something that I do take the liberty of saying, having been away and lived my life over 25 years abroad. I think envy is something that Swedes, and I'm talking about real Swedes now, thoroughbred people. I can say thoroughbred horses. No, thoroughbred people, truly native Swedes. They have a problem with envy. They have.
I think so. I don't know.
No, but what is your opinion? I mean, you got to make a stand here. You can't be like a Swede. You got to make up others yes or no.
Yeah, in my opinion, for myself, I can only speak for myself, of course. If I meet someone, it doesn't matter if it is a close friend or if it's a relative or if it's someone I don't even know, but I just talk to. And if I hear that someone is hitting gold in some way, they make a good life for themselves, I feel happy about that. I really feel happy about that. Oh, that guy has a great life. He don't have to suffer from morning to dawn every day, right? And the same thing, I mean, if you win a bunch of money on the lottery or on the trotting or whatever it might be, I mean, feel happy for that guy. Because now we don't have to struggle anymore, right?
No, but, you know...
see it. People have a problem with that in Sweden.
They do, yeah. Well, that is envy.
Probably.
Now, what...
I don't know why. That is the question I have in my mind. Why do people have envy? Is there a reason? I mean, in Sweden, we have a population that, at least for the last, I would say, almost 100 years, have had a pretty good life in our country. We have food on the table, we have roof over our heads, and we actually don't suffer like many other people around the world actually do every day. So that means that we should not envy anything because we already got everything we need. Isn't that true?
Well, you know, it makes sense what you are saying. Now, we can't be sitting around here picking on Swedes since we both are Swedish. But what I thought was be something. Do you have any good advice for people traveling to Manila or the Philippines and landing at the airport and forgetting? You know, I understand the honesty here. The people are so honest. It's like the good old days. There is no pilferage going on per se.
That depends where you go in the Philippines, I guess. Like every place in the world, there is different places, even here, right? If you go to Manila, I will say you have to be a little bit cautious about pocket thieves and things like that. But normally, that is not worse in Manila than any other big cities around the world, I would say. I've been in Manila a couple of times, and I don't find it that scary, actually. But when you come in the province, like I'm living here in a big island called Leyte, here is the opposite. I never lock my door. I never lock my car. If I drop some money on the street, people will come running after me and say, "Sir, you dropped 100 pesos." And that will probably never happen in Stockholm, Sweden.
And 100...
The bill and put it in the pocket, right?
100 pesos is how much?
It's different, actually.
Lars, how much is 100 pesos?
100 pesos is about 15 Swedish crowns.
Okay, so that's about 10...
It's about $2, right?
No, is it $10?
Something like that.
Yep.
I know, $2.
Oh, really?
15 Swedish crowns.
Is it 50 Swedish crowns?
Yes. No, 15, not 50. 15.
Something like that, I guess, yeah.
15 pesos.
Okay.
Swedish crowns, sorry.
Yeah, well, there we are.
So it's about $2.
Yeah. 50 Swedish crowns divided by 5.
No, not 50, 15.
Oh, you said 15. Oh, excusez-moi, monsieur. Oh,
yes.
Que dommage.
Yeah.
Faux pas.
There's a big difference. Yeah.
Good for you. Now,
and I mean, this happens sometimes when you're a little bit careless or something like that. You can drop 100 pesos because you have it in your pocket, right?
Okay. So it's an honest thing.
It come and tell you right away.
Oh, can you hear me? How is the connection?
I can hear.
Okay.
I can hear you, buddy.
We are going for commercial here. We take a break.
Oh.
We are on air, and that's where we're going to stay for a while. Lars, here we go.
Okay.
Never Felt So Right by Goodbye, Aquarius Blues.
You got a chance, no matter who you are. And if you really want something special, you better get up and really hustle. Do the dance away. Cindy says she's got it made. But have you seen the car?
Well, this is Dance Trance Pants by the ex-Norwegian. Can you hear me, Lars?
Yes, I can hear you.
So, everything is fine. Everything is wonderful. I tell you what I did the day here, and I like to do a little publicity here for a beautiful place that, I had, I almost said yearly, but every once in a while I want to pamper myself, so I had a pedicure done. And that's an exciting, you know how that feels, I can imagine.
Yeah, actually, here you can almost do it for free. It costs you about 10 pesos or something like that. So it's 1 crown 50 euro in Swedish money. So it's absolutely almost for free. And actually, it's rather convenient.
Well, frankly, Natural Oasis on Vidal Street in White Rock, 1115 Vidal Street, that's the place to go. And it's actually located across from the Boathouse restaurant right here in White Rock, British Columbia. And of course, we believe in let the power of nature care for you. What do you think about this organic and all these beautiful things around us? And tell me a little about it. What's your opinion? I mean, I really understand you don't go waxing your legs, and you don't go waxing your legs, and do you get massage over there, or?
Yes, sometimes, and it's also very cheap here, so of course if you feel some pain in your muscles or something like that, it's very nice to get a good massage, right? And most people here are educated in massaging. I will not say most people, of course, that is exaggerating, but there are many people who actually are very skillful when it comes to massage in this country. So they're really good at it. I have been working a lot with that myself in Sweden, so I know a great deal about it myself, so therefore I can feel when they do the right thing and when they do the wrong thing, right?
Hey, I can tell you, you have done many things in life. Now tell me a little about your background. You mentioned now that you have been involved in massage and all these rejuvenating mini spas and natural spas and bridal packages and Shen Tao treatments and candlelight heated beds and snacks and complimentary coffee and teas. I can imagine that's all you got there too.
Yeah, of course. We got it here. I want to say something about this to really put the sack together. Most of this shit is rubbish. Sorry to say.
What did you say?
And the reason most of these things are rubbish.
What is rubbish? What is rubbish?
Most of these different types of treatments are actually rubbish. That's what I will tell you. Some of them are very good, but most of them are not effective at all. And this is what is also it's all about money. People are taking advantage of people who have a bad back or are afraid to get a headache next week or whatever it can be. So the commercial on TV will tell you that you have to take this vitamin pill for this and this vitamin pill for that, right? You can see it all day long in every TV stations around the world. But that is actually not the truth. That is a lie. It's a bad lie. Because all these vitamins are not good for you. Some of them are really, really bad for your body. Because they are chemicals, not natural vitamins.
Well, wasn't that something? Wow. That sounds very interesting.
I can tell you a little bit more about it also. If you, for instance, you need, everybody need vitamin. We need vitamin C, we need vitamin B, we need vitamin D. That's the biggest vitamins we really need, every one of us. And if we start with vitamin C, if you take an orange or a lemon or something like that, that contains vitamin C, right? But it contains not so much vitamin C as a pill that you can buy in the drugstore or pharmacy. But the difference between those vitamin C is that the drugstore vitamin pill is a chemical vitamin C. So when it comes down to your stomach, there is a guy in there who's in charge of the stomach. He will right away make a phone call to your liver and say, "What the hell is this? I don't know. There's some chemical coming down here. I've never seen it before." And then the guy who is in charge of the liver, he will say, "Well, don't give it to me. I don't want it." But the stomach will give it to him anyway. So the guy in the liver will make a new phone call to the kidney. The guy who is in charge of the kidneys. And he will tell the same story again. "I have some shit here I don't want, so I send it over to you." And that is exactly what is happening inside your body with chemicals. When you take an orange instead, which is natural vitamin C, that will never happen at all. The guy who's in charge in your tummy, he will say, welcome to my little office here. I can make sure that your little vitamin gets everywhere where it's needed." So there you have the big difference between good vitamins and bad vitamins.
Oh, that's interesting what you're saying. Well, I like the way you express it.
I will even go further. I will even go further than that, Johan. I will even say that one of the biggest reasons today to most illnesses is this kind of vitamins. Now I really blew off the roof, right?
Yeah, well, just repeat it so you don't miss out on it. Do you have still got a good connection?
Yeah, I mean,
well, it seems to me
you can make up your own mind if I'm right or if I'm wrong.
You know, it looks like me. You know, can you hear me now? Okay, let me tell you this. It looks like I have to change the title of this particular episode, this program. I started out. I wanted to talk about love for dogs and pedicures and TLC for tender loving care. My Lord, I can't believe that I'm right here. We are 20 minutes into the program and we are still talking about vitamins. Where are we? Yeah, I love it. You know, this...
We can talk about lovely dogs too, if you like.
Yeah, well, you know, I love dogs. I mean, you know, I think these canine, these are just beautiful things. And, you know, they people and owners to dogs today, they really spend a lot of money. And you can feed your dog cheese-flavored biscuit bones, and they're medium size. If you're a human being, you can probably eat it yourself, because it is made of wheat flour and steel-cut oats and Parmesan cheese and garlic and powder and egg and seasoning, salt, and they cost $2.50 for each pack of 3. And then you have the peanut butter biscuit bones, and then you have the Yorkie Bits biscuit bones and chicken biscuit bones and liver biscuit bones and apple cinnamon biscuits bones. Ingredients again: cracked wheat, egg, apple, cinnamon, salt. This is very reasonable, but is this really what dogs want, do you think?
Well, I'm really sure that the dog don't prefer it, actually. I have had dogs all my life myself, and to come back to the vitamins again, I will say the dog today are getting sick by all that shit we put in his belly.
Yeah, but then
and then we're getting sick out in the street before, right, when they eat a lot of things that doesn't look that good.
Oh, I see. This is interesting what you are saying. I like to listen to a little thing here. It's called Two Virgins in Love. I don't know what it is. It's Brian McKay is playing that thing, and I think it's pretty exciting.
Do you love me?
All right.
You got to play that, baby. Oh.
Lady, do you crave me like I'm craving you? Oh, strong enough to go long enough for me. Tell me, are you strong enough to go all the way for me? Maybe, just maybe, this is how it's supposed to be. Maybe there's a plan from heaven both don't see. Oh, but if you're strong enough to go long enough for me, tell me, are you strong enough to go all the way to me? I'll always love you, always. I'll always need you, always.
Oh, did you like that? Isn't that fantastic? Sun shower, that's what you got in Philippines?
Yeah, we got a lot of it there.
Yeah, exactly. Has been pretty warm, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit too hot, I will say, but better that than shoveling snow.
Well, you had a thread here. We were talking about vitamins and natural preventative concoctions and so on. Anything else that you spoke to me about MMS? What is MMS?
Well, MMS is something that I have been introduced to from an American guy I met a couple of years ago. And I've been working a little bit like a therapist myself for almost 30 years. Then I was in the most under the sun, I will say. And when he talked to me about MMS, which is actually something called sodium chloride with a T. If it's sodium chloride with a D, it's table salt. So this is related to table salt, you can actually say, but not quite. Sodium chloride with a T is mixed with distilled water. And when you mix that with lemon, there will be a chemical reaction, and it will convert to a gas called chlorine dioxide. And that gas is really, really, really fantastic. Because what it's actually doing, it's killing pathogens. And for those of you who don't know what a pathogen is, it's all the viruses, all the bacteria, all fungus, and all parasites inside your body. But at the same time, this MMS will never ever touch your good bacteria, because we have also a lot of good bacteria in our body, and we don't want to destroy them. And MMS is working like two magnets. For instance, I'll probably do this experiment in school sometime. You take a charged magnet with plus and try to put it together with another plus magnet. This will repel from each other, right?
Yeah. Wow.
When you take one minus and one plus, they will attach to each other.
Yeah.
And this is exactly what MMS is doing. MMS is charged with the opposite charging that we have in the bad bacteria, like fungus, like bacteria, like viruses, and so on. So they will attach to MMS right away inside your body. But it has the same charging as your good bacteria, so they will never touch them. They can't even touch them, even if they want. So that means that they will kill the bad guys inside your body right away. And now people think perhaps that, that sounds good if you catch a cold. And that is absolutely true. It is good if you catch a cold. But the reason why you are sick is pathogens and nothing else, believe it or not. There's no other reason for an illness than pathogens. So if you can get rid of the pathogens inside your body, you cannot even get sick. Even if you want to get sick, you cannot get sick.
This, Lars.
That is not a sickness, right?
Lars, may I inflect here? It sounds like a miracle thing you are talking about here.
Yeah, from the beginning they called it Miracle Mineral Solution. Today they have changed the name to Master Mineral Solution instead. And the reason they did that is because miracle, it has a little bad sound to it. We don't believe in miracles. That's why we changed the name. But actually, I can say it is a miracle, without any doubt. I have treated myself. I had pain for more than 50 years in my body, in every joint I got in my body. And after 3 weeks, the pain is gone, believe it or not. And I was so surprised you can't even believe it, because I really didn't believe in this myself. But I said to myself, what do I have to lose to try? It cost about $20 for a bottle of MMS, and that will be a supply for you for at least 1.5 up to 2 years. $20.
Oh, you are really hitting now at the pharmacy, at the now they are crying down at the drugstore.
Compare that to the pharmaceutical industry. That they try to get into our bodies. That is only chemicals and poison.
Okay, we got...
Chlorine dioxide is a poison too, but it will leave your body within 2 hours, and nothing will remain inside your body from that chlorine dioxide. That is the beauty of it.
So you're not going to be a goner. You will be just livelier than lively. Beautiful. You know, we got 1 minute to go here, and I'm going to say thank you to you for entertaining us with some extraordinary news and viewpoints and points of views, and you name it. And we got to do this another time. And now I'm just trying to figure out what kind of... Now we have actually talked about both dogs, their food,
you're welcome back,
vitamins, pedicures, and tender loving care. So I say thank you very much for being on board.
Well, thank you for having me, okay?
Ciao.
Ciao.
Not a cloud in the sky except for one that looks like
are doing. We are playing for you, and we are playing Pathway. Fluid Minds is playing that, and I'm going to ask you to say hello to those people around you. Be happy. Life is beautiful. I wish I could say the same about myself. You have been listening to White Rock Reporter Radio. I'm Johan Sandström in White Rock, BC, Canada. Good night to you. Kiss and goodbye.